All right, this is the simple bullet brake right here. It's 2 washers and that right there, okay? You're gonna need to have a 12 millimeter bolt. We're gonna go through this pretty quick. A 12 millimeter wrench, and let's grab that real quick. The 12 millimeter wrench is not, let me see if I found one. Oh, where did I just put that? Here we go. Then you need to have yourself protected. A lot of people, they do a whole lot of different things, but this is what we're gonna do. We're gonna take this off. This should be on pretty tight, and we're gonna unloosen this. You're gonna have some fluid that's gonna come out, okay? Fluid will come out of here. This thing is on tight, so let me turn the steering wheel a bit. There we go. Damn, that thing is tight, boy. They made sure they made this thing super tight. So now my hands can take this off. So here's the deal. You're gonna have some stuff is gonna come off. You're going to have some things come off. This is a quick video. This shouldn't take too long at all. The bullet brake is a great way to just keep your bike secured. I like to just keep, anytime I do these reservoir stuff, you're gonna get a little fluid that's gonna come out. It should not be a whole lot of fluid, okay? It should just be enough. You don't gotta overkill anything. Some people do overkill. Some people do. Nothing wrong with that either. All right, so we're gonna replace this. I'm gonna keep that right there. This is what we're taking off. Okay, we're gonna keep that someplace, boom, and then we're gonna grab the new one. The new one, you're taking a washer and you're gonna put the washer on. This is gonna fit on pretty tight. You're gonna bring it all the way up to the tip, right where it goes. Put it back in its place. Boom, just like that. Take the other washer here, and you're gonna put it back in its place here. Okay, this is all we're doing. And then we're gonna put it back in that hole, make sure it's nice and flat. Now the difference with this one versus what we just took off is the spacing. So I like to hand tighten as much as I could, okay? I didn't lose a whole lot of nothing. And then I'm gonna hand tighten this. I'm gonna go about maybe 6 or 7 revolutions. So we have 1, 2, I don't even need 6 or 7. 3, ooh, maybe just 4. 4 sounds good. And 4, maybe 5. We don't want to strip it though, so just kind of feel it. I'm gonna use this trigger finger. And that's all we got, okay? Then here, this goes in and out. I'm just gonna pump this a bit because what this is doing is gonna help the bubbles to get out of here. Because you know, once you remove this brake fluid, you are going to introduce air into your reservoir. So we're doing that. And then we're gonna pump this brake line. And that's gonna take some time to get some pressure built back up. Now I know this is gonna take a little time. It shouldn't be too long, but we're gonna do real time. I'm not gonna cut the camera because I know it takes a little time because once the air gets through this thing, this is it. Bang, boom, bam, boom. Now, if anything gets in that paint, just wipe it off. You don't wanna get much in the paint at all, okay? And I'm gonna do here again. Just gonna pump this again. Use this to get some of those air bubbles out. And I'm just gonna pump this. I can feel the pressure building back up. And like I said, I'm keeping this real time, guys. I'm not cutting this short. I'm not doing nothing. I wanna see how long it takes to actually build the pressure back up on the brake. We're gonna be here for a couple of hours together. Together. All right, I can feel a little pressure coming in. There we go. It's not tight yet. It's not tight yet. Just know that you're gonna have to pump this for a while, so there's no panic. We're building up that pressure back into this reservoir. And I can feel the pressure building up. There we go, I can feel the pressure building up. It's not as tight as I would want it yet. So I'm gonna go here too. I'm gonna go right back to this pump because this will also help the air to pull out, okay? The air bubbles. And let's go again. So now it's getting harder. My finger is actually having a hard time pumping. Now, let me show you guys something real quick. I'm not finished building the pressure up on this. The pressure's still kind of building. But the problem with this bike is that the brake is on, right? And I have to take it to Honda for them to fix it. But look, I can still push it. The brake is on. The brake is actually on. Look at this. I could push it with no problem. I could come here and I could pull it. So the brake is not working at all. You know what I'm saying? So with this, let me see if I got enough pressure built up. I don't have enough pressure built up yet. But let me see if I have it activated. If I have it activated, yep, it's activated. I can't push it. Look, I'm trying to push it. It's completely locked, right? Because what I did was, this is now pressed in here. To release it, I come back in and I push this and that releases that lever, okay? Now look, I could push it now. I could push it and boom, I could grab it and I could pull it. So once again, come here. I'm still pumping because I like to over pump, but I'm gonna push this in, push that in, you can feel it, let it go, and that's it. The bike is now leveled. It can go on a hill. You can't push it. Yana, you wanna try to push it? So Yana, even Yana's gonna try to push it. It's not budging, not going. So the bullet brake, simple. I did a live install. You guys saw what we did. We didn't have to do any extra, nothing. A simple 12-inch wrench, 12-millimeter wrench. I used only one rag. I didn't get any mess, but you still look to make sure you're good. Some of you guys are using a whole bunch of towels, using blankets, you're using all that. Do what you can to support and protect your product. That's it. I'm gonna do all the bikes in here with the bullet brakes, all of them, because you know what? We can't be just thinking that nothing's gonna happen. This has to get fixed. This sucks on the Goldwings. I realize the DCT model, it absolutely sucks. I do not like how flimsy the brake feels, so the bullet brake is a must, and that's not no shice to Honda. That's just a shice to freaking Honda. Next time, make the product a little better with that rear brake, because for something like this, such a beautiful machine, that rear brake should be way better. See, now it's released. Once again, it's released, and the bike is now able to push because it is now released with the brake on. All right, so guys, let's go. Don't forget, you can use the code Sensei15. You'll be able to get 15% on your sale. Go to bulletbrake.com. Use Sensei15, SENSEI 15. All right, let's go. Don't forget, let's get these mods. Let's get that money. Let's get the muscle. By the way, big shout outs to my guy Slappy Adventures, baby. Slappy has been telling me, yo, man, get the bullet brake for your wife, get your bullet brake for your wife's trike, get the bullet brake. And I finally got the bullet brake. And big shout outs to my man Mark, who is the owner for Bullet Brake. And we got an interview coming up with him pretty soon. I got a chance to sit with him and go to the workplace. And I'm gonna post that video after this video. Guys, support this company. I'm a big believer in this product. I mean, it's better being safe than sorry. You know what I'm saying? It's better being safe than sorry. My wife almost had a heart attack because this big ass thing just flew. Where the hell did it go, babe?
Right here.
Where?
Right here above the middle garage door.
Look at him, look at him, look at him. Can y'all see this thing? This thing is massive.
Oh, my God.
Look at this, guys. What the hell is that? What is that? Y'all almost died. Guys, get the bullet brake. It's a great build. And I like it. Let's support our companies, American made. The product is awesome. I'm a big fan. All right, I'm out. Peace.